Hello, guys. This is a new week, and we remain positive for Viktor Gyökeres signing this week. It will definitely happen. So let's keep calm and remain positive about that. Now, I present to us some of the things Mikel Arteta said in his press conference in Singapore. Remember, they traveled for their preseason tour, and they are currently in Singapore. So last night he presented his press conference ahead of Arsenal preseason that will be going on in Singapore. And here are some of the things Mikel Arteta said during the press conference. So please, before I continue, kindly help us comment your opinion, and most importantly, always help us to share our video. Now, let's go. First, he was asked how he feel the lift of the new signings given to the group. In his response, he said, it is like shaking the tree, bringing in new faces, new excitement, that they are all good signings, and he is happy, with the signings so far. He was also asked about getting Martin Zubimendi over the line. Mikel Arteta said, this is a great signing. That's Martin Zubimendi had a lot of time, lot of opportunities to decide whether to go to another club or to come to Arsenal. That the good thing about this club is that it is an amazing club. Every player wants to come to Arsenal. That is a good one. That Zubimendi had the chance, enough opportunity, to go to another club, but he maintained that he was coming to Arsenal. And Mikel Arteta, is pleased with what he has seen. For 7 to 10 days, he has played with the player, Martin Zubimendi. Mikel Arteta was also asked, how close are you to signing Viktor Gyökeres? He said, I cannot comment on any player who is not part of our group yet. That when we have something concrete to talk about any player, that he will definitely do that. Mikel Arteta was also asked, do you expect more players to join in Singapore? Having gotten some players who traveled with you, who were signed recently. This he said, that we are still seeking, we are still looking out for players, and there is still more time for this transfer window. So that Arsenal is still looking out for more players to sign. That's currently we are short of players, that we are still looking for more players to sign. Hopefully, when we get the right players to sign, that definitely Arsenal will sign more players. That he is happy and pleased with the players signed so far, haven't stayed or trained with them for 10 to 15 days, that he is pleased and happy with what he has seen in them. Mikel Arteta was also asked the possibility of having the young players who traveled for this pre-season tour with him, making it to first team next season. That who among them are we expecting to see in Arsenal first team for next season? This he said, that whoever knocks hard and kicks the door is going to get the opportunity, that we are going to have lots of games during this preseason that is up to the young lads. Mikel Arteta was also asked about Thomas Partey's criminal charges. If it was because of the criminal charges that made Arsenal took the decision of not extending his contract, Mikel Arteta, in his response, he said that the club was very clear in its statement that there are lots of legal matters that are complicated, that he cannot comment on any of them at the moment. Mikel Arteta was also asked what he expects from Ricardo Calafiori for next season. He said it is a big season for Ricardo Calafiori, that he looks very, very excited and ready. That one of the big things Arsenal have to achieve for next season is availability. That it's true that the two major injuries that he sustained last season happened during international duty while he was playing for Italy. And this kind of things happens in football. It's normal. It's part of football. But now, what we want is a player that can constantly be available. That Ricardo Calafiori is a good player. He brings good energy to the squad, that he was greatly missed last season. Hopefully, we will see another version of Ricardo Calafiori, that he is positive and optimistic that Ricardo Calafiori is going to be an integral member of his squad for next season. Mikel Arteta was also asked about Gabriel Magalhaes, Gabriel Magalhaes, who just returned to training, that how soon are we to see him in action? Mikel Arteta, in his response, said that Gabriel Magalhaes has returned to training and he is happy to see him back to training. And his new signing, his new contract extension means a lot to them. Like it means that Gabriel Magalhaes wants to stay. He wants to grow. He wants to grow in his role and develop more and help the team to achieve our set targets. That he was part of the team, the squad that played our closed door game on Saturday against Watford. That Gabriel Magalhaes played 45 minutes of the match and he was pleased and happy with the progress and performance of Gabriel Magalhaes. That he looks good and was in good shape during that game. That Arsenal lost lots of players during the end of last season, but they are all back and look to be in the right direction and contributing to the top. Arteta was also asked that Noni Madueke makes it 8 players Arsenal have signed from Chelsea in the last 10 years. That what do you think is the reason for this good relationship between Arsenal and Chelsea? Mikel Arteta, in his response, he said that probably because they have some great players and lot of players, that our focus is on the players we want to sign, regardless of the club they come from. These are most of the things Mikel Arteta said during his press conference in Singapore ahead of Arsenal preseason games that will start. I think on Wednesday, our first match will be against AC Milan. So guys, I say make I bring all this to our notice, and I will appreciate it more if we comment our opinion on all this Mikel Arteta said. And please always help us share our video.